Xiaowei. At second base is Mr. Ting Wen. At third base is Mr. Yuri Machiavelli. So as both managers exchange lineup and go over ground rule, we'll get this match going. So for Team Japan here, obviously a very impressive victory yesterday over number 2 in the world, Team USA. They jump up to a 4-0 lead. However, they almost let that lead slip away though, as Team USA scored 3 runs in the bottom of 7th inning and had the winning run at the plate. However, with a strikeout to the last hitter, they were able to secure the victory and went on to 3-0. And as for Venezuela, they're having a tough time in the tournament to start out, losing to both Panama and Netherlands, and now they're facing 1 and 2. And if they can't find a way to win this game and beat Japan, I think they're almost destined to heading to the placement round in the later days of the week. All right, now the meeting has broken up, and we should see the Venezuelan defense coming out very soon. And here are some Japanese fans in the stands waving their fans wearing fans.
Introducing the fielding lineup for Team Venezuela.
All right, for Team Japan, the lineup they're going to start out with batting first is first baseman Terachi, batting second is shortstop Yamada, batting third is second baseman Ogata Ren, batting fourth is DH Morita, batting fifth is her third baseman Nakayama, batting sixth is center fielder Maruta, batting seventh is the right fielder Chibana, batting eighth is the catcher Ogata Mikito, batting ninth is the left fielder Hashimoto. As for Venezuela on defense, the pitcher today is Melgarejo, the catcher is Rivero, first baseman Randy Soto, second baseman Garces, third baseman Arrieche, shortstop is Coronado, left fielder is Guedes, center field Arrigueles, and right fielder is Tovar. A very standard lineup as we've been seeing for Team Venezuela. They pretty much play the same 8 guys on the field for the past couple days. And this should be our second look at Oscar Melgarejo. Came in relief a couple days ago. Actually did a decent job, but he's now he had a 4.2 ERA for the tournament.
比赛来到一局上半，日本队进攻，场上打者是第1棒 batting first number 22.
And the Japanese leadoff is Terachi, as he stepped up to the plate, and we'll get this game underway. Melgarejo, first pitch. Now he's only 7 seconds left on the pitch clock. He needs to be careful. And now there's a delivery. First pitch, down for ball 1. But that pitch comes in at around 91 miles per hour. As we mentioned before broadcast, the weather seems to calm down a bit as the game started. However, right as the game started, it seems to be a little bit of mist coming down again. But however, I don't think this is going to affect the progression of this game, as the second pitch from Melgarejo is taking ball 2. And this pitch up in the strike zone, but called a strike. I was surprised the hitter Terachi here. But the count will be 2-1. And the 2-1 swung on, foul ball to the third base side. Yeah, Melgarejo shows pretty firm fastball. Those pitches from him clocked at about 91, 92 miles per hour on the scoreboard. We have not yet seen a breaking stuff from him, but with 2-2 count, I think this might be a good chance to throw one. And the pitch up high, ball 3, so the count will be 4. Now with the pitcher Megalejo, I don't think he will walk the leadoff guy to start the game. So I think the hitter here is gonna see something in the strike zone. And there it is, a fastball right down the middle. Terashi swung and missed. A little bit late on that, and there's the first out of the game by the strikeout. And the first hitter of the game by Japan is retired to be a strikeout. Very good pitch, a fastball at 91 miles per hour with some sinking movement, and he got the first out. And this will bring up Yamada, the shortstop for Japan. And he will take the first fastball upstairs. Yamada playing as shortstop today. However, he is not the shortstop that Japan has featured for the past couple of days. As we see that he's only gotten 1 at-bat so far in this tournament. And this pitch taken outside, and it's 2-1. The shortstop Team Japan has featured for the past couple of games has been number 1, their captain Hayata Kobayashi. But during yesterday's game, he collided with the left fielder. He did stay in the game and finish out the game. But I wonder if because during that collision, he got elbowed in the face, and then also on the way falling down, his back of head slammed on the floor. So I wonder if that has something to do with why he's not playing right now. But anyway, as we speak, Yamada will take ball 4, and he'll take first base with a walk. And this will bring up the second baseman, Ogata Ren. The first pitch to Ogata, upstairs, called strike 1. It seems so far that the home plate umpire, Mr. Cannon, has been calling pitch upstairs. This might work a lot to the pitcher's favor. And here's the 0-1. It's a changeup just off the outside corner. And count back to even 1-1. So obviously with 1 out, we don't think we're gonna see Team Japan to do a bunt here, as that's a regular fixture for Team Japan. But 1 out we run on first base. I think Yamada playing because he plays shortstop, I think he might be pretty mobile. So I wouldn't be surprised if Japan put on any sort of play to put the running in motion. And pitcher count set. 1-1 count. Pitch taken down low. Yeah, I thought that pitch is kind of close to the strike zone around the knee area, but the catcher really did not help out his pitcher here as he dragged the pitch down as he called it. And this pitch is called a ball for 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, we can see both the pitcher and the catcher are very aware and cautious about the run at first base. There's already been numbers of pickoff move over their first base, and even when the catcher received the ball, his first look was at the first base, and look at the runner and see if he leaves the base for too far. There's a pitch. Yeah, there's a pickoff throw to first base from the catcher, but the runner got back in time. And even look at this pitch. Here's what we see from some of the Latin catchers. They like to call that fastball outside and away, try to do a bad pick to first base. However, with a 2-1 count, I don't think that's the best idea, because now you put your pitcher in the hole 3-1, and now the runner goes, but his pitch is taken ball 4. So back-to-back walk, put the runner at first and second base. And that's exactly what I talked about. We see that a lot. They like to call that pitch outside, and not only you put your pitcher in a hole by failing behind the count, a pitch that's upstairs become very vulnerable for a hitter if he's in attacking mode. But anyway, now we got runner first and second, and the cleanup hitter Morita is coming up to bat. The pitch Morita, first pitch swinging, pop it straight up. Catcher had a look, but this ball would drop behind home plate in the stands for strike one. We saw very aggressive swing from Morita as a cleanup hitter with running scoring position. He got that pitch just about bell high, but he just missed it as he fouled it straight back. But the timing of that was perfect though. So I do think that Mr. Melgarejo here, you need to be careful and do not miss his spot again. Here's a pitch, breaking ball in there, 0-2, dropping a good breaking ball in there for strike two. Really good pitch calling by the pitcher and catcher, knowing that Morita is probably looking at his fastball, so he dropped a breaking ball in there for strike two, and now with 0-2 count, there's a limitless option that he can go with. He can either go to fastball upstairs and look like that's exactly what he's gonna do. But he misses mark outside and low, so that's a ball one. And here's a pitch, swing on a miss, breaking ball, got him full on that breaking ball, and that's a second strikeout for Melgarejo. And now Japan's got two away. And with that strikeout, this will bring up the number 5 hitter, the third baseman, Nakayama. Pitcher looking into the sign, and now he comes set. The first pitch to Nakayama. Swung on, fly ball to left field. Hooking, foul ball. So he started count 0-1. Nakayama has only gotten 2 at-bat in this tournament so far. Just like the shortstop Yamada, he wasn't usually the starting third baseman of choice by Team Japan, but he's getting a chance to play against Team Venezuela today in day 4 of the tournament. And he chopped down to third base. Third base in the field, he stepped on third base for the third out, and the sides retired at the middle of first inning. The score is still tied at 0.
比赛即将开始，为您介绍今天日本队的先发守备阵容。Introducing the fielding lineup for Team Japan. 一垒手 First baseman number 22, Terachi Ryosei. 二垒手 Second baseman number 2, Okada Ren. 三垒手 Third baseman number 10, Nakayama Yusuke. 游击手的 Shortstop number 4, Yamada Shuya. 左外手 Left fielder number 23.
Venezuela is going with their regular lineup today with Garces playing batting leadoff, Aguirre, the center fielder, batting second, the DH, Davalillo playing DH, Randy Soto, the fourth hitter, playing first base, Rivero, the catcher, batting fifth, Coronado playing shortstop, batting sixth, Tovar playing right field, batting seventh, Guedes playing eighth, playing left field, and Arrieche playing third base, batting ninth. And here, just like Melgarejo, we're getting a second look at the Japanese pitcher, Higashioka. And here's balls chopped to second base, underhand toss to first base, who got the first out. So Higashioka, he got the start against Team Spain in day 1 of the tournament. He pitched 2 innings with 4 strikeouts, did not give out a hit. And this fastball is about 140 km/h on the outside corner, swung and a miss. So I think right now the Team Japan is just trying to use all their arms to make sure they get their work in and tune them in for the super round which they already qualified. So I won't be surprised if Higashiona only get to pitch an inning or two here today also. And here's the breaking ball, swung on a miss. A throw to first base to secure the strikeout, and quickly with 5 pitches, Higashiona's got 2 outs for the inning. Yeah, this pitch looked like a splitter as it featured by many Japanese pitchers. And he goes straight down with 2 strikes and swung on a miss by Aguilas to get the strikeout. Again, the splitter swung on a miss, strike 1. Davalillo has been batting in the middle of the lineup for Venezuela for the past 3 games. And he's done a pretty good job batting 330 as he chopped this one back to a pitcher, scooped it up by a pitcher, tossed to first base, and the 3-up, 3-down inning for Higashiona. And at the end of the first inning, we still had no score. The starting pitcher for Venezuela, Melgalejos, got a very adventurous first inning. He walked 2 guys, but he was able to strike out the number 4 hitter Morita and induce a weak ground ball to the number 5 batter Nakayama to get out of that inning without giving out a run. And he will continue his inning. He'll continue his work, and he will face the first batter, Maruda, the center fielder, batting 6th today. And as he started Maruda on a 2-0 count. Yeah, Melgalejos showed his control wild at times. However, in the first inning, he was able to throw strike and execute his pitch when he needs to be. And as he throws this fastball upstairs for strike 1. So he often fell behind the count, but whenever he fell behind to the count, he was able to make the next pitch. And this pitch is taken outside, just missed with an arm side run. So the count is up to 3-1. And now he's at risk of walking his 3rd batter of this game, only in the 2nd inning. And that pitch hit the corner. So now we're back to full count. And we're in 1+ inning. He's already used 27 pitches. And the pitch swung and missed, high fastball. The catcher wanted to pitch in the knee-high area. He threw it upstairs, but it was proven to be effective as Maruda swung and missed. So the first batter of this inning got struck out, and now we got 1 out. And Chibana coming to bat. Yeah, so we mentioned that Melgalejos' fastball is up to the low 90s, and it looks like he's got some decent run to it. So if he can hit his spot or just be around strike zone, I think it's got to be pretty tough for the hitter. And second baseman has to come in, backhand play, toss to first base, got him. A good backhand play by the second baseman. The pitcher Melgalejos looked like he had a chance. He reached out, he's out of his reach, but second baseman come in, make a backhand play, and a good throw to first base to got the 2nd out of this inning. So now Chibana is retired. Now hitting will be the catcher, Mikita Ogata. He's got to come to bat with 2 out in the second inning. Pitch upstairs, taken ball 1. The changeup taken down and low. Actually, not a bad location, but a good take by Ogata to run the count to 2-0. And again, this must have at least be the third 2-0 count we saw from Megalejo in 2 innings of work. And this ball is taken upstairs, 3-0. And I think with a 3-0 count, Ogata here is going to take the next pitch. Pitcher taken on outside corner, strike 1. Fastball upstairs, ball 4, and this is the third batter Melgarejo has walked in this game, and he's only pitched 1 2/3 of inning. And this will bring up the number 9 hitter, the left fielder Hashimoto. So 2-out walk is always a cause of concern, and we'll see if this 2-out walk will hurt him. And Megalejo will step off and check on the run at first base. Megalejo looking into the sign, and now here comes set. The first pitcher Hashimoto, swing on to the left side, and this ball will land in the stands. So it's a foul ball, and the count will be 0-1. Hashimoto for the tournament, he's batting .250, and his OPS is at 583. Not very impressive. And this pickoff throw to first base, but Ogata will get back to first base safely. Here's an 0-1 count. Another pickoff throw, and he threw it away. And now Ogata will advance to second base. He's gonna run second, but he'll stop at second base. So an error at pickoff. Now will advance the runner to second base, and now Japan has another chance to bat in the scoring position. Yeah, I think Melgarejo just paid too much attention to the run at first base, because the run at first base, Ogata, he's a catcher, so I don't think he possesses much of a threat to steal second base. And this pickoff throw is just to the backhand side of the first baseman, and he could not come up with that, and Ogata is gotta be at second base safely. Now we run on second base. Here comes the delivery from Megalejo, out and away. So the count is even 1-1. Yeah, with the number 9 hitters up with 2 outs, I think the main focus of Megalejo here right now is just go after the hitter and do not worry about the runner so much. He cannot score unless you give up a base hit to the hitter here. Ground ball, third baseman come up, and he just got to tag the run at third base, and he got the out at third. He bobbled it and almost made an error, but he was able to recover it and make the tag and the runner coming to third base. So at the end of the second inning, at the middle of second inning, the score is still 0-0. We're back in Tianmu Stadium, and now it's bottom of the second inning. We still have no score. Japan has had run at scoring position for both innings. However, Magalejo had been gotten the key out when he needs to. As that last play, it was a ground ball to third baseman, and the third baseman, Ariache, he bobbled it, but he was able to pick it up. And as he picked up the baseball, he noticed that the runner from second base is trying to advance to third base, so he just applied the tag right there in front of the bag and made that third out. And now batting for Team Venezuela is the number 4 hitter, Randy Soto. The time is being called at the plate. I don't know for those of you watching can hear it, but there sounds like there being strong wind on the field again. This all speed is in the third. Good block by the catcher, and also a good take by Soto. So the count will be 1-2. The pitching is now this ground ball third base, 2 hop block in front of him, picks it up, throw to first base, 1 hop, good scoop by the first baseman for the out. The toss is in the third, but the first baseman was able to come out with it cleanly, and the first batter of this inning, Soto, is retired via 5-3 putout. So ball is hit hard, 2 hop the third baseman. He was able to block in front of him, but because the ball was not fielded cleanly, he had to hurry, and he made the throw in the third. But the first baseman made a great save and come out with it for the first out. And this fastball is taking on the outside corner knee-high. Good pitch by Higashiona. So Higashiona only threw 5 pitches in the first inning. And now in the second inning of work, it is swung on a miss, strike 2. Good breaking ball to guard the swing on a miss. And now with 0-2 count, we might see that splitter again. To try to go fastball outside, what we call a waste pitch. Just to change the hitter's eye level so he can go back to that breaking ball if he wants to. Breaking ball downstairs, swung and a miss, but catch. But this ball got behind catcher's leg. And the runner advanced to first base. So it's a drop third strike. The hitter is on first base. So a good pitch hit by Higashiona got a hitter to chase. But the catcher tried to come down and block it, and the ball got in between his legs and go all the way to the backstop. So Rivero with a strikeout, but he's now on first base with a drop strike 3. And now we'll bring out Coronado. Ground ball third base, 2 hop. Go second for 1 and go first. In time! And it's a double play turn by Team Japan. And at the end of second inning, we had no score. Hey, wait a minute. I think Venezuela is now calling for a instant replay to review this play. I mean, it is a bang-bang play, and the first base coach here, he can signal safe. And that's what the Team Venezuela would do. They will challenge this play. So we'll have a second look at it. I mean, I think it's a good challenge. I mean, from my naked eyes, I think that play is really close. So we'll get a timeout on the field as the play is under review. And hopefully we get a instant replay real soon. And here it is. Looked like a tie. Look like this frame. Yeah, the runner. Well, this frame, the pitcher blocked the view, so I'm not sure if you can see the ball enter the glove. But let's see right here, as the runner step. Next frame right here as the runner step on the foot. The frame that shows the runner foot hitting the base is also when the ball disappeared into the glove. So I don't know. I mean, it looks like a tie. But here's an interesting fact. You always say the tie goes to the runner, but if it's a tie and the original call is out, do you still reverse that call back to a safe? I think that will be a very interesting decision by the official here that's making this call. But I mean, it's really close, and it's very hard to tell whether to call this a strike or ball, and to call this a safe or out. And as we can see here, the official here at Tianmu Stadium is taking a very extra long look and a very careful look at this play. I'm sure they're looking at all the angles, try to slow down as much as they can. I mean, it's really close. If the play stands, Japan will finish the bottom of the second inning and there'll be no score. However, if they overturn this play, Venezuela will get a chance to bat with run at first base and 2 out, and the next will be Anderson Tovar as the umpire listening in on the official's decision. Look like they still haven't come out with a decision. I mean, this is a type of play that this is a type of play that in naked eye could go either way. I mean, you can go either way with this call and you would not be wrong. And the call is out, so the double play is turned by Japan, and the second inning is over, and we still have no score, and we'll be back. And we're back in Tianmu Stadium for the top of the third inning. We still had no score, and the pitching for Venezuela is still Magalejo, who has allowed some runner in scoring position, but was able to keep the Japan from scoring in 2 innings of work. And the hitter for Japan will be back up to the leadoff hitter Terachi. Catcher set up inside. And this pitch is missed up and away, ball 2. I really think for Magalejo's stuff and the way how his fastball is run, you really don't need to be set up inside outside. Just make sure you throw it, just set up the target in the middle and that his fastball take its course. Because when he does throw strikes, we see that Japanese are not able to make solid contacts. But however, he did already issue 3 walks. So I think by setting out inside and outside, he's not able to hitting those pitches. It's really hurting Magalejo's pitch count right now, as he is at 42 pitch in no out in the 3rd inning. And the 3-1 count to Terachi, taken upstairs in the strike zone. The count is back to 4 count. But one thing you do have to give it to Magalejo is, even though he's fallen behind count many times, he's able to climb it back. But he will walk Terachi. This is his 4th walk in 2+ innings. And just like that, Japan had another runner on again. And we run on first base and no score game in the 3rd inning with nobody out. And the fact that number 2 hitter is up, I think we're going to see a bunt play for Japan here. And it's very interesting to see this Venezuelan team how to counter that with their defense. As we can see, the third baseman is pinching in towards the line, and he's fully expecting a bunt. And there it is. He squared up. The pitch from Megalejo, taken outside, just off the outside corner. A very close pitch, but a good tape by Yamada to pull the back and take that ball for ball one. It's a 1-0 count. Hitter squared up. And the pitch. Bunt's laid down in front of catcher. He picks it up, throw to second base, but it's a foul ball. Yeah, he bumped this ball straight down. Catcher picks it up on the plate. But the home plate umpire signaled foul ball right away. So now it's 1-1. But now we see the manager from Venezuela is gonna come out and argue, like he feels that this ball was picked up in the fair territory. And now we'll see again. So bunt is straight down, and let's see where this ball is touched. You know what though? I do think Team Venezuela's got a case, because this ball I think it got picked up in front of home plate. So I mean, it could very well be called a fair ball, but anyway, foul ball is a call, and now we have 1-1. And Yamada still got squared up and try to bunt again. Taken upstairs, ball 2. Now with 2-1 count, if you're Team Japan, you'll probably have more options. I mean, you can send a runner go with a hit and run if you had faith in Yamada's back control, but you can also do the conservative play right here, which is to bunt, like Yamada is gonna do right here. And here's a bunt. Catcher will field it. He'll toss to first base. Not in time. He beat out the bunt, and now we got runner at first and second with nobody out. So Japan, over the years, we've seen him display just a solid fundamental. This bunt is placed in a perfect spot, right in between pitcher and catcher. The catcher called off the pitcher, and he made that throw to first base. But I do think the runner just beat it. And now we have runner at first and second. The hitter will be the number 3 hitter, Ogata Ren. But I think we're fully expected that him to be bunting again. And there it is. He bunted again. It's about the same spot. Pitcher picks it up, tosses to second baseman covering first, and he got that out at first base. But the runner is advanced to second and third. I mean, you have to agree with their play call or not, but the least you have to praise the fundamental, how fundamentally sound this Team Japan is, and how they're able to execute everything to perfection. And with that bunt, with nobody out, now we have 1 out, running second and third, and we'll get a visit to the mound from the pitching coach. So in this inning, we have the leadoff walk, and then we have back-to-back bunt, almost at the exact same spot. That spot right between the pitcher and catcher. The first one, catcher tried picked it up and throw to first base, but he was just a tad too slow as the runner beat out for infield single. And the next bunt, handled by the pitcher, he was able to get the out at first base. But with that sack bunt, now we have runner second and third with 1 out, and the cleanup hitter, Morita, is gonna get a chance to drive in both those runs. And with runner at third base with 1 out, the Venezuelan team pulled their infield halfway in. I mean, it's not 100% in because you are playing on artificial turf, and here's a breaking ball swung and a miss. Same breaking ball, he got Morita to strike out the last at bat, and he bring out here in the first pitch, and he got the swing and miss again. Now it's 0-1. So I mentioned that Astro turf here made the ground ball a little bit harder. So that's right, you don't have to go all the way in when you're trying to get that run at home plate. And now his fastball is called a ball off the outside corner. The count is 1-1. Morita, cleanup hitter for Japan. It's a pitch, breaking ball downstairs. It's in a really good location, trying to get Morita to chase. But Morita was able to lay off that pitch down and low for strike for ball 2. So the count is 2-1 in Morita's favor. But you know what? Even with 2-1 count, I would throw that curveball again. But there's a fastball off the outside corner, taking 3-1. I mean, the reason why I'll throw that curveball again is because we got first base open, and Morita has shown that he does chase that breaking ball down and away. So the worst case scenario, I walked him. I got bases loaded, but I have a chance to face Nakayama, who has not been playing a lot in this tournament. But now we have a 3-1 count to a very dangerous Morita. The pitch by Melgalejo. Off the inside corner, ball 4. This is the 5th walk Melgalejo has issued, but however, I have no problem with this walk. As I mentioned, first base is open. That was a cleanup guy. And now Nakayama, who has not played a lot and grounded softly back to third baseman last at bat. Now you have get out of this inning with a ground ball. Given that Melgalejo can throw strikes. Pitch. Foul straight back. A good piece of swing by Nakayama as he fouled it straight back. Just missed that one. But the count will be 0-1. Melgalejo looking in. And here's the 0-1. Curveball downstairs taken, ball 1. Yeah, that's a curveball that Melgalejo's got many of Japanese hitters to chase today, but Nakayama was able to take that one for ball 1 to even the count. Here's a 1-1. Upstairs taken, ball 2, 2-1. I think this pitch is got to be a good chance for Nakayama to drive in some runs. For pitcher Melgalejo here, he do not want to go to 3-1 count, so he's going to groove on in there. This pitch at knee high, good location, a pitcher's pitch. Definitely not something Nakayama can do much with. If it was swung at that, I think he might have a chance of grounding into a double play. So I think it's actually a good take, even though it was a strike. But now the count will be 2-2. And the 2-2 curveball swung on, foul into the first base camera pit. Hopefully everybody's okay up there. As this one's lined down the first base line. Yeah, almost hit one of those hard-working camera crew out there. And we'll reset and do the 2-2 again. Breaking ball downstairs, good block by the catcher, but the count will run up to 3-2. And now Melgalejo is 1 ball away from walking in the first round of this game. The pitch, swung on, pops it up in the foul territory. First baseman coming over, he dropped it, no, he caught it. Yeah, this ball briefly popped out of his glove, but the first baseman was able to concentrate and stay with it as he made the out. Now it will be 2 out, and the base is still loaded, and the hitter will be the center fielder Maruta. Take a look at this again. He almost popped it up. But good thing that when the ball popped out his glove, it comes straight up. So the first baseman was able to recover it and finally secure the catch. And now there was an infielder, there's a meeting in the infield, but it was quickly broken up by the third base umpire. So with 2 outs, Margalejo, who has already danced out of 2 scoring opportunities for Japan this game. Now this is the 3rd time that Japan has sent a runner in a scoring position in an inning. And here to get past the center fielder, Maruta. The pitch to Maruta, curveball in there, strike 1. Good pitch by Margalejo, hit the outside corner, a backdoor curveball. Did Maruta just take? Pitch. Upstairs. 1-1. Margalejo is up to 63 pitches for this game. And here's the pitch. Curveball on the outside corner. Just like that first one, the backdoor curveball that dropped in for strike 2. And now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this bases loaded jam. And if he does so, like I mentioned earlier, this will be the 3rd inning in a row where he got out of a runner in scoring position situation. The pitch, curveball swung on, foul ball into the 3rd base netting. The count remained 1-2. And that's a Maruta fan club showing his sign. Maruta's high school team won the Koshien tournament this past spring, and obviously he's a feature on that club as he taken this pitch up high for ball 2. Now it's 2-2. The Japanese fan chanting on. Here's a pitch. Swung on, fly ball in the foul territory. 3rd base coming over, and the ball will land in the stand for another foul ball. There's a happy fan, but I do think WBSC had to retreat that baseball though. Pitcher comes set. Here's a 2-2 again. Up high, 3-2. So the count is rung up back to 4 again. And with 3 innings of work, Margalejo is already up to 68 in his pitch count. He's been into so many full counts. He's been to so many bases. He's been to so many running scoring position situations. And we'll see how he does it again. And he's facing one again right here. And we'll see how he does with this next pitch. And also with 2 outs, all runners on base will be going as soon as Margalejo starts his delivery. So any base hit will almost guarantee to score at least 2 runs. And the payoff, no, it's not. It's an inside move to second base, just trying to see if the runner will bite. But as a runner returns to second base, we'll reset and do this again with a payoff pitch and 2 outs. Here's a pitch, swung on, fly ball. Shallow left field, left field coming in, he settled under it, and he makes the catch. Margalejo got out of 3 innings with runners in scoring position, and in the middle of the 3rd inning, we still had no score. We're back in about our third inning. We're back in about our third inning, and we still had no score. And the pitching for Team Japan is still Higashiona, who has only used 17 pitches to get through 2 innings. So it's at night and day if you compare it to Megalejo and Higashiona when you compare their pitch usage. Breaking ball, strike 3. Good breaking ball down low and got the hitter to chase. And with Tovar retired, now we'll see the left fielder batting ace, Geddes. So here's the, that is his sliding mitt. That he was stuck in his back pocket, but it was sticking out. So the umpire asked him to remove it. So he would just toss to the first base coach. In case he gets on, he will have his sliding mitt ready for him. Ground ball, third base. He bobbles it and throw to first base. Still got him though. 2 away. So this ground ball between shortstop and third baseman to come in and make the play, but as he tried to field it, the ball popped out his glove, but he was able to make the recovery, and he picks it up and throw to first base just in time to got the speedy Geddes and for 2 outs. And now batting will be number 9, the third baseman Arieche. Show bunt, and he popped it up straight up. The catcher going after it, and he dived, and he makes the catch. What a play by the catcher, Ogata. And just like that, the side's retired. Another inning that Higashiona used less than 10 pitches, and the side's retired for Team Venezuela. And at the end of third inning, we still had no score. We're back in Temu Stadium for the top of the 4th inning between Team Japan and Venezuela. Still no score. And in that last inning, Higashiona was also effective with his pitch counts, aided by a good sliding catch by the catcher, Ogata. That was a bunt attempt that was popped up behind the play, and the catcher made a sliding catch to get the 3rd out of the inning. And we talk about how the pitchers from both sides had different, like night and days when it comes to pitch usage. And here's the exact number. At the end of third inning, Mergalejo, the pitcher for Venezuela, had already used 69 pitches. And as opposed to the Japanese pitcher Higashiona, he has only used 24 pitches to get through 3 innings. And as evidence here with the leadoff hitter Chibana here, Megalejo started the hitter 3-0, and now it's 3-1. This pitch taken for another walk, another leadoff walk for Team Japan. And I think this might be enough for the Venezuelan manager as he walks out, and he might be taking a pitcher out. We'll see about that. And here's the play I just talked about. A diving all-out effort into a wall by the catcher. You know, that play was really good considering this is the field that he's only played 3 games on. And just like I predicted, we'll have a new pitcher from Venezuela, and we'll come right back and tell you all about this pitcher. The new pitcher for Team Venezuela is Juan Agudelo, and he will come in with nobody out running on first base. And for the starting pitcher for Venezuela, Megalejo, he pitched 3+ innings. He only gave out 1 hit. He also had 3 strikeouts, but he walked 6 batters. And here's a bunt attempt. Good bunt. Pitcher fielded, throw to first base in time to get the out. Almost a bunt for a hit attempt by the hitter, but the pitcher was able to field it and toss to first base for the out. And with that play, the runner advanced to second base. So if you're keeping score, this will still goes down as a sacrifice bunt for the hitter Ogata. And now we run on second. Hashimoto will come out to bat, try to drive in the first run of this game. So with Megalejo here, even though he allows 6 walks and there's constantly base runner, there's constantly people on base. He made pitches when he needs to be, and that's why he was able to keep the Japan from scoring. And here's another bunt and down third base, and it's a good one. Third base is fielded, 1 hop to the first base, and he's safe. The hitter Hashimoto, he just laid down a perfect bunt. This one down the third base line, and he just flied down the base path. The third baseman made a nice throw, made a strong throw. He won out the first baseman. Good scoop by the first baseman, but still not able to get the run at first base. And now he's on second base. Oh. Not quite sure what happened, but I think during that play, before the time is called, he was able to sneak up to second base while Team Venezuela is not paying attention. So now we actually got run in second and third and 1 out. So again, Team Japan's got a run and scoring position opportunities. This is the 4th time, and this one is a squeeze play, and it's bunted down the pitcher. All he got is at first base, and he was able to got the runner. He was able to throw the guys out at first base, but the first run score, a squeeze play getting put on by Team Japan, and this was executed perfectly because this pitch would have hit Tarachi, and he was still able to put on that bunt. What a play by Team Japan. I mean, this pitch is a curveball throw right at Tarachi, and he laid down a bunt. A squeeze play executed for perfection to score the first run today for Japan. And this pitch will skip into home plate. A good block by the catcher. I wish we can get to see that squeeze play again, because if you see where that pitch was when he bunted it, it's truly impressive. And also mind-boggling at the same time how he actually laid that one down perfectly. And with 2 out and runner on third base here, Agudelo, the pitcher, had to be careful here. He does not want to give up another hit and driving the second round of the game. The pitch from Agudelo. Driving through the third baseman for a base hit. Run from third base will score, and it's an RBI single for Yamada. And now it's 2-0 Japan. This pitch is hung up a little bit about bell high, and Yamada did not miss it as he drove this one past a diving third baseman. A good piece of hitting by the shortstop, and this will give Japan a 2-0 lead. And with 2 outs, the hitter will be Ogata Ren. Here's the pitch. Strike one upstairs. Got some good sinking action and hit the top part of the strike zone. Runner's going. Throw down second base. Not in time. Strike out down, and it's bounced all the way to center field, but center field was able to make a nice recovery. So no harm done, but this will be a stolen base for Yamada. And now we have runners scoring position again for Team Japan. A slider, this ball skipped to the catcher. The catcher actually made a decent throw, but it was just a little bit too late. And Ogata Ren will have a chance to drive in this run. Swing on foul ball to the right side. Ogata Ren today has not had an official at-bat yet. He's walked once and also laid down a successful sacrifice bunt in his second at-bat, in his second plate appearance. For the tournament, he's batting .875 and his OPS is off the chart at 2.04. Not .204, 2.04. So you know he's seen the ball clearly. And he will take this 1-2 count. Curveball, good take by the hitter. So Japan in this tournament, they've done everything right so far. They hit the ball when they need to. They can play small ball. They can hit. They can run, and their pitching has been very impressive. They start out this tournament by causing 19 straight scoreless innings until the 7th yesterday when Team USA scored 3 runs against them. But today, to start out the game against Team Venezuela, the first 3 innings went scoreless. So of the 23 innings they've pitched in this tournament, 22 of them they put up zeros. And with the count even at 2, Ogata Ren is looking up, trying to drive in the 3rd round of this game and also this inning. And the pitch from Agudelo, swung on, line drive to the left fielder. It will drop in, and he bounced behind left fielder. It's gone all the way to the wall. Runner is running second. He's going to 3rd, and a throw back to a cutoff man. And he will be on 3rd base for a stand-up triple. And another run is scored, so make it 3-0 Japan. Yeah, this ball is hit very hard right at the left fielder, and the left fielder got caught in between. And the actual turf, it took that hop on him. He's trying to make a scoop. He's trying to make a risky scooping play, but he failed to do so as this ball bounced over him and all the way to the wall. And it's an easy triple for Ogata Ren. And now with 3-0, the cleanup hitter Morita is trying to add on to yet another run this inning. First pitch, slider in there, strike one. Here's a 0-1. Foul straight back. A very hard swing from the hitter, Morita. He's definitely trying to take this one deep. But now he's got 0-2 count, so I expect him to cut down the swing a little bit, just trying to get a base hit somewhere to driving his fourth run of this game. The pitch. Over the catcher, go to a backstop, and the run from third base will score. And this is now a 4-0 game, Japan. Yeah, 0-2 pitch, try to throw a slider, but this one's overthrown over everybody, all the way to a backstop, and an easy score for the runner from third base, Ogata Len. And now Morita will bat with nobody on, and he's got a 1-2 count. Fastball taken upstairs, 2-2. Here's a pitch. Swung on line drive. This one is in the gap, all the way to the wall again. The runner is running first, and he will get on second base. And this will be a stand-up double and a good piece of hitting by Morita. And just like that, after 2 outs, Japan just pound out hit after hit. And there is a runner first in scoring position for Mr. Nakayama. And before Nakayama will bat, we'll get another timeout from the Venezuelan coaching staff. I believe he's gonna bring out another new pitcher. I mean, Agudelo here, he throw more strike than the starting pitcher Megalejo, but it just seems like he doesn't quite have the stuff to contain this Japanese hitter, as he's allowing already 3 hits and 3 earned runs in this inning. And now he'll give way to a new pitcher, and we'll be right back. This is the third pitcher used by Team Venezuela this inning, and new pitcher is Juan Angel Perez. So this inning started out by the starting pitcher Oscar Melgalejo, and then Juan Aduguero come in and he allowed 4 hits and 3 runs. And now Juan Angel Perez is trying to come in and get the last out this inning and try to stop this big inning from Japan. And this ball bounced away from the catcher all the way to a backstop. The runner will advance to third base. And the count is 1-0. Another pitch inside. Catcher was set up outside, and he had to dive all the way back to the inside part of the plate to make sure he catch that ball and not let the ball go to a backstop. Because if he would have let the ball go, that wild pitch would score another run. And now it's 2-0 count to Nakayama. Swing on, line drive off the diving first base glove and all the way to the foul territory. Runner will run first, and he will go to second base, and the throw to second, not in time. It'll probably be a double for Nakayama, and they're driving another run, and now it's 5-0 Japan. Man, this inning just seems to be continuing non-stop. There's a very hard-hitting line drive right at the first baseman. There's a diving effort, and actually a good effort. The ball hit off his glove, but hit off the glove and bounce away to a foul territory. And Nakayama was able to advance to second base on that play. And it will be ruled double. And now Japan has another chance in scoring position with Maruda trying to drive him in. This pitch got away from catcher again, and the runner will advance to third base. It just seems that the catcher Rivero is having trouble with the new pitcher Perez, as two of the four pitches he throws is gone to a backstop. But we run on third base and a 1-0 count. Now Maruta, who had not a strong tournament, now try to bunt. Yeah, you know a kid is struggle when your team is string up a bunch of hit and you come up here trying to bunt for a hit. And Maruta, he's for a tournament, is batting 111. So you know he's definitely trying to get a hit and get himself on a good side of the stats. But that bunt was fouled off, and now it's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Up and in. Call a strike, though. So now it'll be 1-2. The pitch is up and tight. Maruta got away from it, but it called a strike. So now it can be 1-2. Pitcher set up in again. Try to replicate that pitch. A protected swing, foul ball. Yeah, the pitcher executed his pitch inside, and a protected swing from Maruta, knowing that the previous pitch in a similar spot got called a strike. And with 1-2 count, he cannot afford to leave this little umpire. So he barely made contact and to stay alive. The pitch from Perez. Drive down the right field line. It's a foul ball. So after 3-strike pitch on the inside corner, Maruta seems to get a pretty good handle on that one as he drove this pitch inside all the way down for a foul ball. So the count remains 1-2 and will reset. Now the catcher sit out in the middle of the plate. Breaking ball almost hit him. Yeah, this slider just keep going inside, and Maruta has to duck away to prevent a hit by pitch. And the count will go to 2-2. 5 runs are being scored in this inning. And Japan still have a chance to bat in the running scoring position. Up high, ball 3. Catcher had to jump up to make that catch to make sure it doesn't go to a backstop again. In 10 pitches that Perez had thrown, he already thrown 2 wild pitches. And another one here will make sure Japan score another run. But now it's a full count to Maruta, with Chibana waiting on deck. The pitch. Swung on, pop, set up. In the foul territory, catcher going after it. So the third baseman, if there's a catcher, they will make the catch to end this inning. But not before Japan scored 5 runs in this inning. So at the middle of 4th inning, Japan 5, Venezuela nothing. Japan had put out about 5 spots in the top of the 4th inning, and now in the bottom of the 4th inning for Team Venezuela's at bat. And the pitching for Japan is still the starting pitcher Higashiona, and this will be a fly ball in the right field. Second baseman coming back, and you're dropped in between the 3 fielders for a base hit, and that will be the single for Garces. And now Venezuela's got a leadoff runner on in the bottom of the 4th inning. He got all in front and popped this one up, but it just happened to drop between the shortstop, between the second baseman, right fielder, and center fielder for a base hit. And Higashiona in the 4th inning of work has only used 26 pitches so far. But however, during that Japanese at bat in the 4th inning, because they scored 5 runs, so he had to sit down for a long time, and we'll see if this affects his rhythm. And now he's got to face the number 2 hitter, Arguelles. Now this pitch is swung on a miss. Good off speed, got him to chase. I've seen that plenty of times this game. And now with the 0-2 count, I'll expect Higashiona to go right back to that off speed that he just thrown. Waste the fastball outside. So I guess with this Japanese battery made, when it comes to 0-2 count, they tend to use that what we call waste pitch, push your throw fastball out and away, and then go right back to that off speed as he does here and strike out the hitter. Good piece of pitching by Higashiona, and we got 1 away with run on first base. See, the point I was trying to make is I do not necessarily like the idea of that waste pitch. The point being, if the hitters are having trouble picking up your off speed and swung and miss like that, throwing that waste pitch is not gonna really do anything to help your causes, because the hitters are struggling the way it already is. If I were the pitcher and catcher, when I get to 0-2 count and I know I got the hitters on the rope, I'll probably just go right back to that breaking pitch, to that off speed that they've been chasing. All I have to make sure is I have to bounce it. Make sure it's not a strike, so even when they swing at it, there's no chance they actually make a solid contact on that. But anyway, as the number 2 hitter Arguelles strike out, we'll see Davalillo, the number 3 hitter, and he swung and missed and a breaking ball again. Now I'll count back to 1-2. Yeah, we've seen a lot of pitchers so far in day 4 of this tournament from all 16s, but I gotta say, Higashiona impressed me a lot. I mean, his stuff is pretty decent, but doesn't blow you away. But it's just he just presents a sense of maturity that he's able to throw all his pitch for strike. But he left this breaking ball upstairs for ball 3, and now it's full count. And I think this might be the first full count we've seen from Higashiona all game, as has been very efficient so far. 1 out into the 4th inning, he has only used 35 pitches. And a payoff pitch, line drive, a sliding play from second base, 2 short for 1, 2 first, double play! What a play turn! And he start out by that sliding catch by the second baseman. And with that double play turn, the sides retire. At the end of 4th inning, we had Japan 5, Venezuela nothing.
比赛来到5局上半，日本队进攻，场上打者是第7棒，batting 7-8，指挥呢是Bosuke。
After a fourth inning break where the grounds crew fixed the field for a bit, now we're back to the top of fifth inning. However, just at the beginning of this inning, the Venezuela manager came out and is talking to the umpire. I'm not sure what this. After a fourth inning break where the grounds crew fixed the field for a bit, now we're back to the top of fifth inning. However, just at the beginning of this inning, the Venezuela manager came out and is talking to the umpire. I'm not sure what this conversation is about, but seems like he's a little bit frustrated. But now he's walking back to a dugout, and we're gonna have the fifth inning on the way. The score is 5-0 Japan. Japan scored 5 spots in the top of fourth inning after they chased Megalejo, the starting pitcher of Venezuela, off the mound due to pitch count, and they hammered hard on the next pitcher, Agudelo. Got 4 hits and 4 runs off of him. And we're in the 4th day of this group play, and right now there's no doubt in my mind that Team Japan is by far the best team in this group. I mean, they hit well. They executed all small ball as the coach instructed. And defensively, man, today they just made spectacular play after spectacular plays. First was the catcher Ogata making a diving catch into the wall on a bunt attempt. And then the second baseman, Ren Ogata, in that last inning, the ball was hit hard, but he was ranging to his left, making a sliding catch, and was even able to turn 2 on that hard hit ball. And that ball, when it was hit, I thought for sure it's going through for a single. But instead of being a single, it was turned 2, and then the inning was over. And now we had Japanese at bat Chibana coming up, and he'll foul this one straight back to the netting. And pitching for Team Venezuela in the 5th inning is still Juan Angel Perez, who came in relief for Agudelo, who got hit hard, and he was able to get that last out in that 4th inning. It's a pitch foul again in the first base side. Count is 2-2. Here's a pitch, slider, taken away. Count is 4. Hard hit down the line, past the diving third baseman, down the line all the way to the wall. Runner will run first, he will go to second base. Left fielder is having trouble with the ball, and runs to run second, and he will stop at second base for a double. Another hard hit ball by Team Japan. It just seems like after Melgalejo, the Venezuelan starting pitcher, left the game, whoever Team Venezuela throw at Team Japan, they're just putting solid contact after solid contact on them. And this ball is pulled hard down the line, and it's an easy double for the hitter, Chibana. And after this double, we had yet again another runner in scoring position, and this will bring out the catcher, Mikita Ogata, who, as I mentioned, made a spectacular catch in a foul territory a few innings back. And now we run on second, no out, he will show bunt. And he will take this pitch up high for ball 1. And the catcher thought about throwing to second base, but he saw the runner got back, so he just held on to the ball. Even up 5 runs and run at second base and no chance of hitting to a double play, Japan still elect to go with a bunt. But now Team Venezuela need to figure out how to throw a strike as the count goes to 2-0. The pitcher stepped off. And ball is laid down, foul on the third base side, so count is 2-1. A very rare occasion here as the catcher, Mikita Okata, failed at a bunt attempt. But with 2-1 count, I think he's gonna try it again as he squared up. Perez comes set. And the 2-1. Taken high, 3-1. And now with 3-1 count, we see that Okata is still gonna show bunt. So what it tells you is the Japanese staff are very determined to get his runner over to third base. And he will lay one down to third base, side pitcher fielded, and he tossed to first base in time for the out. Well, it certainly looked like the first baseman, the foot might be off the bag as this throw is a little bit high. We'll see if the Japanese bench decide to challenge. Yeah, this bunt is laid down perfect to a third base side. Pitcher fielded backhanded and make a high throw, and looked like the first baseman's back foot is off the base. But Japan decided not to challenge, and that's how the play will stand. So we 1 out, runners are now on third base, and Hashimoto will get another chance to drive in another run. swung and a miss, pitch right down the middle. So on that last play, it looked like the first base coach, he was right on it. And he definitely signaled the bench to challenge the play. But I think the Japanese manager, being up 5-0, did not want to use a challenge here, so he just let the play stand. And here's a pitch, swung and a miss again, a sinking action fastball. Got a left-handed hitter to swung and a miss. Now the count will go to 0-2. The pitch, curveball in the third. Blocked by the umpire. So the catcher missed that one, but fortunately for Team Venezuela, this ball bounced off the chest protector of the umpire. So Japan would not score this run here, but the count would be 1-2 to the number 9 hitter, Hashimoto. And the pitch. Outside, 2-2. So after getting head to 0-2, back to bat pitch that's not even close to the strike zone, and the count is now even at 2. Pitch, catcher set up inside, and here's a pitch swung on. Fly ball to left fielder, right at the left fielder, and he'll make the catch, and the runner would not tag up as this ball is thrown back to a cutoff guy. So 2 men retire, and runner is still at third base, and now Perez has a chance to get out this inning. So that inside pitch with 2 strikes was effective as he jammed the hitter Hashimoto, and he flew out to shallow left field and could not advance the runner to home plate. And this will bring up the leadoff guy, Turachi, who laid down an amazing sacrifice bunt for a run. And he popped this one straight up, catcher going back. He will have room and he will make the catch to retire the side. So at the middle of 5th inning, the score is Japan 5, Venezuela nothing. New pitcher on the mound for Team Japan. His name is Takeda Riku, the southpaw number 11. And this is the exact same pitching lineup that Japan throw at Team Spain. Higashiona started that game and it was relieved by Takeda, and that's what we see here. So the day for Higashiona is over. Over 4 innings of work. He gave out only 1 hit, he struck out 4, and he gave out no runs. And he only used 36 pitches to get through 4 innings. I think that's the most impressive part. But with the new pitcher Takeda here, he started this at bat 3-0 and now 3-1. And here's a pitch grounded to second base, too hot, fielded by second baseman, and throw to first base. A routine play made by the second baseman, and it is 1 out. A 3-1 fastball, so he just laid one in there, and the hitter got jammed just a little bit, and he grounded to second base. And this will bring up the number 5 batter, the catcher, Rivero. The pitch from Takeda. Taken outside. Takeda throws slightly harder than the last pitcher, Higashioka. This fastball was clocked at 91 miles per hour as he faced Rivero here, and this strike in the offside corner. Good pitch, 1-1. It's a pitch. Another good pitch on the outside corner, so now the count is 1-2. Takeda's delivery is a very traditional Japanese. He's got a very slow to rise leg kick, and there's almost a slight pause at the top of that leg kick as he delivered it fast by 92 miles per hour, and a swung and a miss by Rivero, and 2 men are down in the 5th inning. And now hitting will be, for Venezuela, will be the shortstop, Coronado. Yeah, 1-2 count. I think that Rivera is expecting something soft. Instead, he got that outside fastball, and he was late on that. And not a good pitch, just below the knee, called a ball. Now it's 1-0. Pitch from Takeda, swung on, foul ball to the third base side, into the netting, and bounced back to the field. Here's 1-1. Check swing, and this one hit off his bat for a foul ball. So now it's 1-2. Takeda looking to the sign. And here's a pitch, slider outside. Good tape by Coronado. Count is even at 2. And the pitch, swung on the miss. Another good fastball right down Broadway, knee high. And Coronado was late on it, just like Rivero. And 2 men got strike out, and it's 3 up, 3 down inning tossed by Takeda. And at the end of 5th inning, we still got a 5-0 ball game. In the top of 6th inning, Japanese at bat, the hitter was Yamada. Pitching for Venezuela is still Perez, who's into his 2nd inning of work. He came in relief in that big inning in the 4th, got the last out, and he pitched a scoreless inning, dancing around a runner at third base. And now this ground ball to shortstop, too hot, and a throw to first base, over first base head. and into a camera pit. So the runner will advance to second base on a throwing error by the shortstop. And what seems to be a first out of this inning turned into another runner in scoring position for Team Japan now. So it's two-hopper. Should be an easy play, but he just overthrew his first baseman. Yeah, here's what we see a lot in this tournament from Team Venezuela. They got good talent. I mean, they all got good arm. I mean, they all swing the bat extremely hard, but they just don't play with much discipline. They tend to overthrow. They tend to make bad throws, and they also swing a lot of bad pitches. And that's something that I think down the road, if they want to compete in this type of tournament, in this level, they need to really eliminate some of those mistakes. And with nobody out, the hitter coming out would be the number 3 hitter, the second baseman, Ogata Ren. Ogata is 1 for 1 with a walk and a sac bunt, and he also driven in the run today. Pitch taken up high, 2-0. Pitch from Perez. Driven back down the middle, through for a base hit. Center field fielded, and the runner around third, and he will stop at third. And it's another base hit for Ogata Ren. And now Japan's got nobody out running at first and third. This ball is hit hard back up to the middle. The only guy had a chance on it is the pitcher, as he's trying to make a behind the back catch. But he come up just short, and he got to the center field for a base hit. And now number 4 hitter, Morita, will come up. Morita got a double in this game. That ball was well struck over center field's head. And for a tournament, he's batting .273 with an OPS of .853. And now he gets RBI opportunities. This pitch taken up high. The run on first base, fake steal for a second, but he came back to the bag. So even though they're up 5 with their big hitters up, I think the Japanese team are still gonna be pretty aggressive as far as their base running goes. And as Morita facing Perez, and here's a pitch. Swung on Paul, hard down the left field line. 1 run score, this ball rolled all the way to the wall. 1 run score, runner in third, and he's getting waved on. And a cutoff throw to a plate. He is safe. So this ball is pulled hard down the line. Third baseman made a diving effort, but cannot come up with it. And he rolled all the way to the wall. By the time left fielder picked it up, and he had no play at home plate, as 2 runs was scored on that base hit. And it's a 2-run double for a cleanup batter, Morita. And now the score is 7-0 Japan. And after that 2-run double, we'll get a timeout from the pitching coach. Now, after a timeout, the hitter for Japan will be Nakayama. He will bat with run on second and nobody out. It's a pitch, ground ball second base, fielded, throw to first base, and that's a first out of the inning. But with that ground ball, the runner at second base, Morita, was able to advance to third base. And this will bring up Maruda again, who has been struggling in this game. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And you know he's desperately trying to get a hit here. As one of the key and main hitter on this club. And in the early broadcast, we mentioned how popular he gets because he's the only guy on this team that doesn't get to do a buzz cut. As he went to a school that doesn't require that, and he also he's also considered good looking by many Japanese baseball fans. And he take that curveball for strike. The pitch from Perez, taken down low, a changeup. And now it's 1-1. Just a 1-1, swung on, foul ball. Swung at a bad pitch here. I think that pitch would have called ball. It was way too low. But here's what happened when you're struggling. You know, you lost your play recognition. You swung everything, and you're getting bad results, and you're losing confidence because of that. But I do think that with a skill set that Maruda possessed, all he needs is just a nice little line drive to getting out of this flunk. And this slider is taken inside, almost hit him, but it's 2-2. And with Team Japan and all their offensive output so far in this tournament, without Maruda being productive, if his bat wakes up, I think this team will be even more dangerous down the road. Slider inside, might be a ball, but it's Paul foul ball. And here's what I'm talking about. Right now it's a 2-2 count, but Maruda has swung and fouled off 2 pitches there, clearly off the plate. Obviously, his pitch recognition might have been affected because there's one pitch last at bat that he thought was inside by called strike. But I think normally with the Japanese hitter and how disciplined they are, this is just very unlikely of him. And he fouled this one straight to his foot. So he swung on bad pitches, and even when he got the pitch that he can do something with it, he drove it straight to his foot. That's when you know you're having a bad day. And now he faced 2-2 count from Juan Angel Perez. The pitch. Curveball almost on the outside corner, but called a ball. A backdoor curveball that almost came in the last second, but was taken, and the umpire called it a ball. So now that will bring a count up to 4 count. The payoff pitch from Perez. Taken up and away, ball 4. So Maruda walked, and the runner will be at first and third with 1 out. And with that walk, that's the 7th walk Team Venezuela has issued, and that will made. And now the coach from Venezuela will come out, and I think we're going to see a new pitcher from them. Yep, he got the ball from the manager, and we'll see a new pitcher, and we'll be right back.
We'll now take a punt shot. First touchdown by Venezuela. Number 3, Jenny Danilla.
The new pitcher for Venezuela is Danny Vania. This is his third outing of this tournament, and he is used heavily in the late innings, mostly to stop the bleeding, like we're seeing here, like he's trying to do here against Team Japan. And the first pitch from Vania is taken up high. So Vania's stat on this tournament, he's pitched 1.2 innings with an 8.4 ERA, but he also logged 2 strikeouts so far in this tournament. And the pitch outside but swing at by Chibana, and there will be strike 1. And Denia comes set. The pitch taken up high. It's 2-1. Run on first and third and 1 out. Chance for Japan to add on with that lead. If they manage to score three more here and held on in the next inning, this game could be mercy rule. And this pitch is outside for ball 3, counting 3-1. And with the explosiveness of Japanese offense we see in the 4th inning and so far right now in this inning, it remains a pretty good possibility that it could happen. Here's the pitch. It got away from the catcher. All the way to the backstop, and the runner will score, and Chibana will walk, and the runner will run second and go all the way to third base as the catcher takes a while to retrieve this ball. So 1 run score. Oh wait, the runner's guy can call back because I think this ball rolled out of play. So just 1 base is rewarded for that wild pitch. So now the batter walked. And we had a runner and first and second with 1 out and another run being scored and made the score 8-0. And now we have a pinch hitter. The new hitter is Mitsuma Kosuke. He will replace the starting catcher, Ogata Mikita. Take another pitch up high. 2 ball, no strike. Mitsuma Kosuke listed on the roster also as a catcher, so to pinch hit for the catcher Ogata spot, most likely he just gonna replace him next inning as a catcher in the defensive position. As he take the 2-0 count, he pops straight up. Shortstop coming over, and he was a third baseman. He'll make the catch in fair territory. I mean, that pitch, that fly ball got some squirrel on it. It started out in the foul territory, but it was the third baseman who had to come in the last second and make that catch in fair territory. But with runner first and second, if that ball had dropped, I think it would still be called infield fly anyway. But anyway, now we got 2 out, and the hitter will be the number 9 hole hitter, Hashimoto. There's a line drive, shortstop dive, and he missed it into left field for a single. But it's one high and fielded by the left fielder, so the runner and third base stop at third, and now we have bases loaded, 2 outs. Good hitting by Hashimoto. He drove this one on the opposite field for a line drive base hit, but because the left fielder was playing pretty shallow, so he was able to got this ball real quick, even before the run from second base reached third base. So all the Japan can do is hold the run at third base, and now this will be a bases loaded chance for the leadoff guy Tarachi, who is taking his fifth at bat who's taking his fifth play appearance this game. Now with the score up 8-0, a base hit could bring in the run that will eventually lead to a mercy rule if they can hold down in the next bottom of the inning. But Tarachi will take ball one. Pitcher set up inside. And a pitch from Dania, it hit him. Catcher set up inside. This pitch was way too in, and it hit Tarachi in the shin. And with this hit by pitch in a bases loaded situation, another run score, and the score is now 9-0, and we are at the threshold of the mercy rule. The attendance today at Tianmu Stadium is, let's see this pop out to center field. Center field got under it, and he'll make the catch. So Venezuela preventing the mercy rule run score, but they did play it 4. So at the end of the at the middle of 6th inning, the score is 9-0. One thing we'll know for sure is this game will see a 7th inning in this game, as Japan only leads 9-0 at the bottom of the 6th inning, and that's not a and that did not meet the requirement for mercy rule to occur, which is 10 runs after 5th inning. Bottom of the 6th here, the hitter is Tovar, the right fielder, and the pitcher is still the second pitcher for this game for Team Japan, Takeda, and this ball is chopped. Catcher fielded. It's a foul ball. Hit off the end of the bat. The catcher did a very good job of coming out of the squat and fielded that one, but it was in a foul territory. It's a foul ball, and this will bring the count to 0-2. Ground ball, one hop to a pitcher, fielded by the pitcher, and he tossed to first base for first out. Good reaction play by the pitcher, Takeda. He threw his glove out in self-defense and catching the ball, and was able to make that easy throw to first base. Let's take a look at this again. A hard one hop. He threw his glove up, and he just fielded it. Good play by the pitcher. And tomorrow in Tianmu Stadium is regular start time, and we'll have another 3 good matchup for you guys. At 10:30 is Panama against Team Spain. I see this ground ball to one hop to shortstop, and a good throw to first base. 2 outs. So at 10:30 is Panama against Team Spain. At 2:30 is Team Venezuela against Team USA. And at 6:30 is Netherlands against Team Japan. So we gotta have 3 good matchups again for you tomorrow, and hopefully weather will be nice and we'll be able to start all these games at a regular time. And tomorrow will be the last day of the group stage. But at this point, I think if you look at the group standings, it's pretty clear what teams are gonna advance to the super round, right? So far, if everything stands, if this score stands, it will be Japan, Team USA, and Team Netherlands to advance to a super round. As all three, Japan will be 4-0 after this game. And then Team USA and Team Netherlands are 3-1 in this pool. And this fastball is in the outside corner, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of the 6th, score is 9-0. Top of the 7th inning for Team Japan, the hitter will be Ogata Ren, the second baseman, who is swinging the bat extremely well. He is 2 for 2 with a walk. Also laid down a successful sacrifice bunt. And for a tournament now, he's batting 900. And this pitch is missed outside. Roll all the way to a backstop. Count is even at 1. Good pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. Ogata Ren starting in this tournament was not viewed as one of the top hitters in this lineup, as he batted 6th in that first game. However, due to recent good performance, now he's promoted to number 3 spot, and this ball is pulled foul on the third base side, and it bounced back to the left field. So the left fielder will pick it up and he'll toss it back. And the count is 1-2. So far in this game, Japan's got 9 runs on 10 hits. They made no errors and a few spectacular plays. And for Team Venezuela, they had no run. They got only 1 hit, and they committed 3 errors so far. Our pitcher is ready. Here's the 2-2. Taken upstairs. Full count. A time is called by the first base umpire. And he's pointing at the stands, not sure what it's about. Maybe I think a fan was using a flashlight to take photos, and they might have effect on the player on the field. So umpire had to step in and stop that. And this pitch is taken high for ball 4. So another walk issued by Venezuelan pitching staff. That's the 9th walk of this game. And with that walk, it was Morita's spot, but now we'll see a pinch hitter. Name is Kimura Yuto. So with the 9-0 lead, the Team Japan decides to give his main player a rest and let down a bench player to see some action. So now batting is Kimura, coming as a pinch hitter, and he swung and missed on that one. Good swing, just a little bit behind that pitch. I mean, it's always hard as a pinch hitter to come in and have to be in the action right away. And as he was late on that fastball, and now he faces an 0-1 count from Dania. Curveball outside, 1-1. So 1-1, swung on miss, good pitch, knee high. Kimura cannot catch up with that. So far with 2 fastballs from Dania, Kimura has not shown the ability to catch up to the fastball. So if I were the battery male Venezuelan, I would just go right back with that fastball. Maybe elevate it a little bit. And this one pops it up. Both shortstop and second base got under, and it was a shortstop that makes the catch. And it was for the first out of this inning. And they will bring on Nakayama. Nakayama is 1 for 4 with RBI. And he will get a chance to bat for the 5th time this game. And he'll take this pitch up and tight. Have to lift his arm out of the way so he doesn't get hit. Now the pitch. Curveball driven deep right field line. Left field going back, still going back. The ball is landed on the warning track all the way to the wall. A run will run third, and he will score. And Nakayama will be on third base for a RBI triple. Man, this ball was crushed. For a second there, I thought he had a chance of going out as he landed on a warning track and bounced off the wall and hit the wall. And this is an RBI triple for Nakayama, his 2nd hit of the game, and he's also his 2nd RBI for this game. And now Maruta will come up. Excuse me, for his 5th at bat as well. The pitch, swung and miss. Definitely a pitch that Maruta could have done something with it, but he swung and missed for strike 1. The pitch, Maruta, inside. 1-1. You can hear in the background some of the Japanese fans that's in attendance today are still chanting Maruta's name and hoping he can do something. Here's the ball, foul straight back. I mean, looking at all this swing from Maruta, I just don't think he feels comfortable at the plate at this moment. So I think even though with the score of 10-0, the Japanese manager still want to let him go, still putting him out there. Just let him, hopefully he can get more comfortable as he see more pitches and during these at-bats. And here you see a 1-2 pitch, hit driven foul. And the count remain 1-2. Denias, there's a pitch, curveball, outside. Counts even at 2. Swung on, driven. Line drive to right fielder. And right fielder makes the catch, and run from third base will not tag up, as this throw just short hopped the catcher. And now it's 2 away. Despite of making another out, Maruda did hit this ball hard. It's just unfortunate for Maruda. This ball is right at the right fielder, who was playing kind of shallow, and he was able to make a strong throw to prevent that runner from scoring. Now with 2 out, the hitter will be the right fielder, Chibana. Chibana is 1 for 2 with 2 walks today. And for a tournament, he's batting 300. He's swinging this fastball outside. 0-1. Denia count set. 0-1 count. Curveball upstairs. Here's a 1-1 count of Chibana. Upstairs, ball 2. The pitcher Denia here, he showed a decent sinking action on his fastball. However, I think his slider or his breaking ball is lacking a sharp break, and it's not a really decent pitch. This ball is driven deep, left center field, left fielder going back, and he will make the catch for the 3rd out. So in the 7th inning, Japan will score another run and made it score 10-0. And now we go to the bottom of 7 with Venezuela coming to bat for the last time. In the bottom of 7th inning, we'll see a new catcher from Team Japan. His name is Yano Kaido, a left-hander, and he's trying to finish up this game. For a warm-up pitch he threw, he looked like he's throwing from a lower arm slot. And this pitch pops it up. Shortstop is going under it, and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. So a pitcher like Yano Kaido, I think he possesses a very big threat for left-handed hitter as he throw the ball from a side arming action. As we see the hitter Aguilares he just jumped away from that pitch, and that pitch ended up not really that close to him. And the pitch is in the inside corner, strike one. The count is 1-1. So you don't typically see pitcher in a delivery like Yano throw particularly hard, but his pitch definitely featured a lot of movement as we see that slider in there, strike two. And now he's got Aguilera all confused. And here's a slider. Can you check swing? No. The third baseman punching out. And Yano's got quick work, and he by striking out Aguilera, and now it's 2 outs. And that leg kick reminds me of a little bit of Lester Cortez here, as he is having some fun out there. And with Aguilera retire, now the last hole for Venezuela is Davalillo. And this pitch taken outside for ball one. Davalillo is 0 for 2. And this pitch is inside, ball two. And for the tournament, Davalillo is batting 273. That's the second highest batting averages among all teams that's play on a regular basis. Correction, that's third highest. Guedes, the left fielder, batting 400. And this ball is driven deep to left field, center field going back, still back. And he will make the catch in the warning track. And with that catch, the ball game is over. So Japan beats Venezuela in a convincing fashion. In the final score of this game is 10-0 Japan. So in this game, Japan really play a complete game of baseball. So they play with good offense. They swing the bat real well. They execute the play when they need to, and they flash their glove when they flash the glove and show a lot of good defensive play on the field as well. And there's no doubt in my mind they're the strongest group they're the strongest team in this group right now. And I think they're gonna play Team Netherlands tomorrow. Winner will be the #1 of this group and advance to the super round. And I think this team has the potential to go all the way. And that will conclude today's broadcast. The final score is Japan 10, Venezuela 0. And we'll be back tomorrow here at Tenmu Stadium to bring you another 3 exciting games. And here at Tenmu Stadium, I'm Keith Chang, and good night.
背板的那手不要上，手不要出来啊，手不要出来，对对对对对。还是不要背板，因为手一定要出来，不然会吹走。他说，你用麦克啊。我们 OK 了，我们 OK 了，我们随时 OK。
放送席、それでは勝利監督インタビューです。放送席、それでは改めまして勝利監督インタビューです。見事勝利しました侍ジャパン高校日本代表馬淵監督です。勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
終わってみれば10対0と大差がつきましたが、振り返っていかがでしょうか。
いや、前半チャンスばっかりで点が入らなかったんですごく嫌な感じはしてたんですけど、なんとか先制したいと思ってたんですけど、うまく点が入ったんで、そこからは落ち着いてやれるかなと思ってたんですけど、ピッチャー陣がね、しっかり頑張ってくれてるんで、